Alright guys, so today we're going to be tinting the 16 GMC Sierra. So when you pull off just the top of the window here, you're going to have one screw right here, and that's the only screw you're going to take out. You're going to use your pry tool and a pick tool, and you're going to pry out the top of this. Each time you come up to a clip, just use your your pick tool, and push down on the clip and pull the door panel back, and it'll release itself. That way you can pull out this weather strip, and then you're going to clean your window. You can watch one of my other videos. I show exactly how to clean a window. I'm going to be doing the front window, the back window, and the driver door window. So you'll be able to see all three windows get done. So after I get this one clean, prepped, and ready to go, I'm going to make sure the sides are really well watered down. Pull your liner completely off. And you're going to take it and have it in half with your hands like this. You're going to put this corner in first. Push it down slowly. Bring this corner up. Push this corner into the actual side of the window. And get this side in and push it down slowly. Roll your hand up and push this side in. Then you're going to, now that the tint's on the glass, you're going to line it up to match the curve of the glass while leaving a little bit of the glass still showing on top of the edge. You're going to hold one thumb on the corner here, slowly press, just gently. You don't want to push too hard because you'll end up moving the tint. And just go slowly down, or across, I should say. Go across this way, move your thumb, and follow through, and then go ahead and do one or two more stripes across. That way you get as much water out as you can. Use your towel, wipe off any water that's left up here, because you don't want it falling back into the tint, because you'll definitely get debris. Take your hard card, swipe up on each side, just to where your line of where you stopped squeegeeing from. Let's see if I can get that a little bit better there. There we go. Roll your window all the way up. Make sure you get any air bubbles out, big ones anyway, with your hands. Spray your window again. And always, when you're pushing it out, push it to the side. Then go down a little bit in the middle, and then go to the side each way. Make sure you just keep it pretty much even all the way down. Then when you get to about this far, you're going to wet it down again. Start in the middle and follow through all the way to the side, and then back the other way. Just like that. Take your hard card, swipe down on each side to get rid of any of the water in the film. Do one across, and that's it for that window. Wipe off your door panel. Don't worry about getting water on the door panel. If you use solution, I use tint slime. You can buy from any tint supply company. I shouldn't say any, most tint supply companies, or you can just Google tint slime. You can buy it. There's a lot of stores that sell it. It's the best product I've ever used for tint installation. I also use it for my paint protection film. So, on to the next window. So to remove the weather strip here, I'm going to kind of show you how I do it. You're going to take your pick tool, remove this little door right here. One screw is the only thing you have to remove. You're going to put your pick tool in, pry it back just a little bit. I use a screwdriver. You guys can use any other kind of door wedge tool. Okay. If you hear that pop, that's the clips that hold the windowsill in. You're just going to work your way down. Sounds like something's breaking, but it's really not. Then you'll take your pick tool, you'll grab the corner of the weather strip, pull up. That's how you remove it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That way you can get your tint inside here without having to worry about these windows, because you can see how dirty this thing is, maybe, but there's so much dirt inside of it. You're gonna get tons of debris inside your window film. I mean, I know there's tricks to not having that happen, but just to remove that, take an extra 2 minutes to remove that, can mean the difference between having to redo it. You know, you can clean things so much easier like this. Again, I have the window rolled all the way up. I'll start by cleaning the bottom. Then I'll roll it down to about there. See if I can get that a little bit better. You can't barely see it. There we go. Flood. I like to flood these things out because there's so much dirt inside these work trucks. You'll take your Olfa, just start at the top edge. Just work your way down. Evenly making sure that you get every inch of the glass with this thing. Okay. Now take your towel. I like to wipe down the door edge itself, the whole frame, because a lot of these work trucks have a lot of dirt in them. You'll take your hard card, wrap it in your towel, swipe once on each side. Okay. You'll flood it again. Straight down. Use this tool. Every time you take a stripe, you wipe it off. And when you're done, just take your hard card by itself, no towel. Swipe down and across. And then for the third time, this is where you want it the soapiest, because this is when you're going to put your film on. Again, you're going to take your liner completely off slowly and get the window tint as soapy as possible. You're going to take it, you're going to slide one edge down, just a little bit, and then you're going to want to fold your tint so there's like this little crease right here. That way you can fit it in and just push it down and bring it up. Get this side in first, slide it over, and then bring this side. I mean, you can bring it in like this. You can see this big line here that I have. It's because I pushed it together. Then you're going to line your top edge up, just like that. Hold one thumb to the edge. Use your Blue Max. Take about a couple inches of water out. Make sure to get your top edge really good. Take your towel, wipe it across. Take your hard card just to where you used your Blue Max. Go up, roll your window up. And get your window really wet again. And this is where pushing it out as you go down will work perfect, because you don't want a bunch of fingers, huge ones, sitting down at the bottom when you're done. So you'll take your Blue Max, and you'll start in the middle, and just work each side evenly. Take one or two, and just keep going down until you have about, I don't know, an inch or so at the bottom. And then you'll start in the middle, work your way out, and then work your way the other way. Then you'll take your, I like to use my Conqueror card. Just get a little bit wet. Slide down on each side. If you have any fingers, like I have one right here, you probably can't see it, you can take your heat gun. And just get it, you'll see the finger just start to move, it'll start to push itself out. That's when you take your hard card and you push it back, because that'll make it suck back down to the glass. Just like that. Now on to the back window. Alright, sorry about the angle here. It's really hard to shoot a video back here. Ooh, just like that. Alright, now that I got it a little bit more secure, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spray down the entire back window. Take your open knife, and like any other window that I've showed you, you're just going to clean the entire thing. I like to take my towel and wipe the whole edge. A lot of dirt likes to hide up in here, and the bottom edge. After that, spray off the entire thing. This one I'll use my Blue Max on. Do even stripes all the way across. You can probably hear the bass. I work in a audio place, so we'll get that sometimes. So I'll spray it off. I'll do a couple because there's usually a lot of dirt in these trucks. But we got off most of the dirt by wiping it with the towels. So I'm going to show you guys how I bring the window tint into the truck, because that can be quite hard. So here's how I do it, and the best way I've found. Take your liner off completely. Grab the tint, let it fold itself in half. Very carefully, without touching anything, bring it up like this. Inside the truck without touching anything. Climb in. Bring to the side, slowly separate it, put your bottom edge in first, and then line it up. It's better to put your bottom edge in first, because you have this part right here. If you were to put the top edge in first, you risk it touching this or touching the seat. The bottom edge, that is, and you'll instantly get debris in it. Then you'll just line it up. And start squeegeeing it out. Just make sure there's no light gaps. Start in the middle. And work your way up. get out from the middle up first, because any dirt that's up here is going to slowly start sinking down into your tint. That's the last thing you want, is debris to start flowing into your tint. I like to take my towel and wipe down the top edge to get rid of some of that water that's up there. And I'll start pushing down the bottom. If you have any of these, you can see a finger starting to pop up right there, if you guys can see it. Just take your heat gun and hit it with your heat gun, and it'll start to shrivel, and you can just push that right back up. You just take your card, it should just sink right up to the glass. Anyway, if you guys could please like this video. It was quite difficult to make this video, especially back here. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I want to teach, the beginner, intermediate people tips and tricks that I've learned over the past 5 years. If you have any comments or questions you want to ask me, if you have any tricks you want to tell me about, I'm always open to learning, because I know I'm not the best, and I never want to be the best, because then I stop learning. So that's the last thing I want to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. It is very hot in here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.